Is your girlfriend insecure and she's driving you crazy? If you want to know if you're dating an insecure woman, see if she's showing any of these insecure girlfriend signs. The first sign is she can't take criticism. She always takes it badly, and so you're letting her bad habits go unchecked. The second sign is extreme jealousy. She's jealous of your friends, relatives, and even hobbies, and she tries to keep you all to herself. The third sign is holding grudges. If she never forgives and never forgets, that's a relationship disaster waiting to happen. The fourth sign is extreme neediness. Either she can't live without you, or she wants you to not be able to live without her. Either way, it's not healthy. And lastly, the fifth sign is the need for external validation. She constantly needs others to build up her self-esteem, you most of all, but she never does it herself. If your girlfriend is showing any of these signs, I have some bad news and good news for you. The bad news: she's definitely insecure, and her insecurity will not go away on its own. In fact, the more you try to make her feel better, the worse her insecurity becomes. In psychology circles, it's called a feedback loop. It's the reason why you don't try to calm your pet dog when she's afraid by petting her. Your affection ends up reinforcing her negative state of mind. And guess what? As it turns out, people are the same. The more you placate and validate her, the more insecure she actually becomes. And that's dangerous for your relationship because the only outcome is a breakup. Either she gives up or you do. So is there any way to cure your girlfriend's insecurity? Luckily enough, there is. If there's a definitive method on how to deal with an insecure girlfriend that works all the time, then this is it. This technique is called the emotional firewalk, and you'll learn all about it in this video. If your girlfriend is truly insecure, then the emotional firewalk is the best gift you could ever give her. Why? Because she can't get rid of her insecurity by herself. If she could, she would have done so a long time ago. You're her only hope. So don't let her down. If that sounds good to you, then please do leave a like under this video. I appreciate your support immensely, so do take a moment to give me a thumbs up now because I'll wait here. Done? Awesome, thanks. Now here's what the emotional firewalk is all about. The term comes from the literal firewalk, or the act of walking over hot coals with one's bare feet. The literal firewalk is one of the scariest things you can ever do in your life. But once you do it, nothing else in the world scares you anymore. You could start million-dollar businesses. You could climb mountains. You could go after the girl of your dreams. Everything else is easy once you get the scariest thing out of the way. Now guess what? The same principle applies to your girlfriend's insecurity. Right now, your girlfriend is scared of a million things, but one thing scares her the most: the feeling of not being loved. And everything she's doing to you right now, taking things the wrong way, being jealous, holding grudges, being needy, etc., it's all an unconscious, uncontrollable attempt to feel loved. And the more you placate her, the more you reinforce the idea in her head. I need to take things the wrong way, be jealous, hold grudges, and be needy so that she'll love me and take care of me. Crazy. Let's change that because, as you already know, that's not going to end well. So here's how the emotional firewalk works. Just like its namesake, the emotional firewalk forces her into her greatest fear, so that she can conquer it in the end. In your girlfriend's case, her greatest fear is losing your love. And that's exactly what you'll make her feel, like she's about to lose your love, and she needs to conquer her fears in order to win your love back. Let's use an example. Let's say she's extremely jealous. When you tell her you're going on a fishing weekend with the fellas, she flies off the handle and says, "It's either them or me." What do? You either placate her, which guarantees more of the same bad behavior, or put her on the emotional firewalk, which I recommend. Here's an example of what putting her on an emotional firewalk looks like. First, she warns you by saying, "It's either them or me." Then, instead of canceling your fishing trip, you tell her, "You know what? I want a happy life too. And part of that happy life is to spend time with my friends. If you can't accept that, then you'd better find a way to do so soon. Otherwise, we're not going to work out. See what's going on? You're forcing her to let go of jealousy, which has been a sort of security blanket for her until now. You're forcing her to make a choice. If she wants to keep you, she must stop being so jealous. That's the emotional firewalk, and you leave her with two choices. 1. Either she does not do the firewalk and instead breaks up with you, which is a good thing because you saved yourself from a relationship that was sure to be toxic. 2. Or she walks the firewalk and lets you have your fishing trip, and then afterward, you show her that she did not lose your love after all. If she makes the second choice, then she'll come out of the firewalk stronger, more confident, and much less insecure. And in time, she'll thank you for it. That's the power of the emotional firewalk. Now, you might be thinking, Fredo, that sounds cruel. That's a fair comment. But you know what's a lot more cruel? It's letting her stay trapped in her insecurity for the rest of her life, so she never finds true happiness and peace. That's really cruel. You know how it goes. Sometimes you got to be a little cruel to be truly kind. And if you really want what's best for your girlfriend, the emotional firewalk is the greatest gift you could ever give her. Right? Right. In just a moment, I'll give you even more examples of the emotional firewalk in action, so that you'll get an even better understanding of how to use it correctly. Before we get to these examples, though, do take a few seconds to click the subscribe button below. If you like what you've learned so far, then please show your support by subscribing to my channel now. I'll be here waiting. Done? Awesome. Thanks. Now here are a few more examples of emotional firewalks you can put your girlfriend on. Let's say she monitors your activities like a hawk, and it's driving you crazy. You can put her on an emotional firewalk by disappearing for a few days. No phone contact, no internet contact, nothing. Let her go crazy for a few days, or until she begs you to come back. Then, when you do come back and she demands to know where you've been, tell her, I needed some alone time. And then you continue the relationship like nothing happened. Put her on this emotional firewalk a few times, and soon she'll realize she doesn't need to watch you like a hawk after all, because she realizes you're a guy she can trust. Or here's another example. Let's say she can't take criticism. The next time you have an argument, don't hold back. Tell her about one of her flaws. Then when she denies it, don't hold back either. Double down on your claim by giving examples of how she fell short of your expectations. Keep the firewalk going until she breaks down, admits her shortcomings, and apologizes, after which you reward her with your loving reassurance. A few firewalks like this, and she'll be open to criticism for the rest of her life, which, of course, is a very good thing. Got it? Good. You've just learned a powerful technique to cure your girlfriend of insecurity for good. Now let's take it to the next level. How would you like to become a master of life-changing techniques like the emotional firewalk, and as a result, become a master of your love life as a whole, and you'll encounter no problem you can't fix? If that sounds good, then I got a little bonus for you. You'll learn even more high-powered techniques on how to deal with an insecure girlfriend like a true champ. So here's the deal. In just a moment, a link will come up inside this video. If you click on it, it will take you to an online masterclass on mind control. It's an exclusive masterclass, but to show my appreciation for watching this video till the end, I'm giving you a free pass. This online masterclass will be given to you by my friend and mentor and the inventor of the emotional firewalk, the legendary Derek Rake. And as you'll see in the masterclass, these techniques are pretty much unheard of because they are really cutting edge. In fact, many of these mind control tactics have been kept under wraps because they are so controversial. So it's very likely that they will be very different from what you've seen elsewhere. Believe me. So go ahead. Click the link and sign up for Derek Rake's masterclass now. Do it now. Click the link.